Oh my gosh, side note, sorry.
No, I love a good segue.
I just saw yesterday, and this makes me a little bit sad.
Oh no.
But reading the blogs and reading the rumor mill and the
Who's divorcing?
and young.
No.
This what a legacy look like.
This what a
And we're back.
We're back. Sorry for that brief intermission.
Ooh, sorry.
What
Speaking
happened?
of the way that we came back,
Yeah.
have you watched the morning show?
Is it one of the American ones? American new
Like the
On American
with
Channel?
Jennifer Aniston and the guy from The Office. I always forget his name.
Wait, Jennifer Aniston's a talk show host?
She is in this show. Like, it's not a real talk show host. It's like about a talk show host.
Oh no, I've never. Is it good?
Good. It's so good.
I know what you're talking about. It's a movie or a show?
It's a show.
I didn't know it was a
season 3 now.
show.
I was watching a whole bunch of episodes yesterday. I'm like, I got out of bed.
So I'm catching up on Grey's Anatomy because I keep seeing all these things about like what's happened in season like 18, and I'm like, I don't even know if there's 18
It's
seasons.
still going?
Yeah.
I thought that show would be done by now.
I cry probably 3 times a season. It's crazy.
Are, like, any of the main characters still there? Like, is
Yeah.
Meredith still there?
I think so, and I'm wondering if she has Alzheimer's yet because that's what her mom died from. Remember?
Oh, yeah.
But I'm not there yet, so I couldn't tell you. But
Did they talk about Alzheimer's for her?
They just mentioned it now in the season that I'm at because her and Dr. Shepard are like, okay, let's have kids. But then she went into like a little mini spiral of like, well, if I'm my mom, like if I'm my mom's genetics, like what if I get Alzheimer's? Like,
Yeah.
And so she's a little bit scared. And then they're like, should we test for it? Like kind of thing.
Can you test
I don't
for
know
Alzheimer's?
if you can test, but they want to do a genetic testing just to see what else.
Yeah.
It's a real fear. Like I
Yeah.
get that. So
My grandma had it. It was not easy to see.
I don't think anyone in my family like seriously had it.
Sir.
You've been so good.
I know.
Good boy. Oh.
Ow. Hey,
We're not starting this. Guys.
Louis.
We almost had a perfect, seamless episode.
Louis.
I don't know what we were talking about.
Cut that whole segment out. What were we talking about?
I don't know.
I don't know.
One of our next guests is actually a singer. And I just found this out. I didn't even know.
Wait.
I'll let you ponder that for a while. I didn't know they sang, so I'm excited to have them on, and they might even sing like a little thing for us. I know. You know who you are.
Yeah.
We'll be in touch soon, I promise, now that we're back.
How many guests do we have? So we have one.
We have one officially planned and
planned.
2 more at least ready.
That's 3 people. That's
Yeah,
crazy.
that's
You can
3.
do it, Jake. You can do it.
3 whole episodes. So why don't we play a little game
Yes,
to get
let's
us
play
back
a
on
game.
track?
Which one are we playing? Would you rather? I also don't know my people.
That's what Google's for. We can do Would You Rather. I like Would You Rather because some of those things are funny. Okay. Would you rather... I'm going to start us off because this is just kind of random. Would you rather Would you rather have a permanently hilarious laugh or a permanently hilarious sneeze?
Laugh.
I'd rather have a laugh. Who
Also,
wants to
wouldn't
sneeze?
who wouldn't want like a funny laugh?
Like,
I love a good laugh. That makes me so happy.
oh my gosh, side note, sorry.
No, I love a good segue.
I just saw yesterday, and this makes me a little bit sad.
Oh no.
But reading the blogs and reading the rumor mill and the
Who's divorcing?
Jeannie Mai and Young Jeezy.
No.
They gave hope. Like honestly, I was like, this is a lovely.
Are you sure?
I hope it's not sure, but somebody posted the divorce papers.
I know they. Oh.
Irreparable differences or something like something really like they just couldn't work it out.
Stop. That's so
Just goes to
annoying.
show you never know what's really going on.
That's her
Because
second.
I feel horrible because it's their second marriage, but they also looked like they were just so in sync, and
I know.
so I'm really sad about that
How
one.
could you not want to stay married to Jeannie Mai? She's so cool. I don't understand.
She is really cool. I could see her being problematic.
Oh, yeah.
I could see her having drama, but also I don't know like much about Young Jeezy, and he might be difficult too. So
Who knows? We'll never know.
yeah, don't come for me because I don't know, guys. Please.
Okay. Hold on. Okay. Would you rather? I actually like the first question. Have the ability to see 10 minutes into the future or 150 years into the future? 10 minutes into the future.
10 minutes. What a waste
So
of my time.
random.
I'll just wait. I'll wait.
Okay, that was a dumb question.
What,
I like
150?
150.
150 years?
Yeah. I would just be curious, like, what
Yeah,
happens?
I'd rather do 150 years because I know I don't want to live 150 years, so.
Like 10 minutes.
So when 10 minutes is a waste of my time, let me wait the 10 minutes. So what, I can see that commercial break, like what happened after the commercial?
Yeah.
That's what PVR is for. Would you rather have a stable 9-to-5 job
I'd rather be stable.
or or be self-employed?
A stable net. This is a good question for us right now,
I
huh?
thought so.
I would rather be self-employed. I think that's kind of the route we're going these days.
Stability is so 2000s.
Yeah, who needs stability? Like I said, I want to be a diamond. But I would love if my job was stable.
I would love to have a stable self-employment. Does that work?
Yeah.
I would love to be just making money for myself. Constantly, consistently,
All
every
the
day,
time.
stable.
Living wealthy. What's that one? There's a music or like a thing that was like wealthy. You're this. You're
The
that.
affirmation
Yeah,
one?
the affirmation
Yeah.
one. I love that one. Also, have you seen the other one where it's like these three girls on a podcast and she's just like, what are you looking for in a man? And she's just like, I'm looking for a guy who's like rich and like successful. And then they start making a rap and they're like, with a big dick.
No.
And I'm like, oh, it's so good.
Speaking of other podcasters, shout out Remy from Pretty Basic, who's engaged.
I know. It is exciting. I mean, it's exciting, but I also like, this is my thought on this too. Give me your thoughts. But like, you know when like you know it's coming because like they talk about it and everything, and like they look at the rings and everything, and like
So I didn't
they're,
follow
like,
that
we're-
much, so I didn't know
Yeah.
that much because I'm so in and out of their podcast that I just know they had horrible dating experiences.
Yes.
So it was nice that she just had a steady partner.
Yeah, yeah. He's
Also,
so
like,
sweet.
it just gives me hope because when I hear the awful dating scene, like, it's so scary.
I know. Yeah.
Where are all the good people? Where are the people that just want to treat each other with love and kindness and respect?
I know.
Is that
Yeah.
so hard?
I
Is
feel
that
like-
too much?
I think it could be, apparently.
Like, to just,
I know. I mean,
you know, you have to flex a little bit. Maybe you have to, like, you know, compromise some things, but, like,
Yeah.
love and respect people,
I feel like
human
with-
beings. Is that a
with
problem?
All of the things that like you could want for and you could need in your life, which is why for me I think it's so important not to get bored. Like just bored as a person, because I feel like once you get bored as a person, then you start to look for other things to like
Yeah, you're not
fulfill
happy in your
life.
current situation. Yeah,
And
for
so
sure.
that could bleed into anything. That could bleed into your work life. That could bleed into like your romantic life. And I think that's what happens to a lot of people is like
If you're not
they're not fulfilled
fulfilled
enough
self, yeah, for
that
sure.
they have to like seek some sort of excitement through another person. Oftentimes that means cheating on your partner or like maybe leaving a relationship or whatever because you're like trying to find yourself, but you don't have to stop
And
finding yourself.
so that's another reason why I think you really need to like love yourself and be
Yeah.
very completely full and I don't think you'll ever be completely full,
Yeah.
but I think you have to be more self-aware and self-assured in yourself that anything else is like extra, a bonus. So like that's kind of one of my things is like I always want to make sure that I don't need my partner. That's a horrible feeling. But I have everything I need, and you're that extra bonus that I just want all the time. I want you in my life all the time. You know what I mean? Like, you shouldn't need your partner. It shouldn't be like, you complete me. Like, no, I complete myself, and you're like that added bonus, and I'm just like extra complete.
Yeah.
You know?
And it's like compelling too. Like, you know, when you guys are individually, whoever this is, when you're individually feeling like fulfilled and like you're feeling like good about yourself and you like yourself, then like that's like super like alluring. Like that's one of the most attractive things I think you could be and you can give. So I don't know. I know what you mean though. Like it's hard not to like get roped into like all these stories of like these breakups and like hearing like these like traumatic experiences people have had in their love lives and not feel like, oh my God, like is there any hope for it? I think there is. I think this is why I think mental health is so important, is we give up on ourselves. I think a lot of people forget to come back to themselves, to give themselves the grace, and to actually like find what makes them happy. Yeah. It's not about love for other people. I think it's about love for ourselves.
Selves. Yeah.
Yeah. Really
anyway, sorry, that went off.
Yeah. What were we... Oh yeah, sorry, Remy. Sorry. Yeah. Love that she is, she's engaged. It's so cute. The only thing I will say is like, I feel like I knew it was coming, so like it's not that I'm not excited, it's just like, I kind of
You're like, finally.
It was going to happen like anytime soon. Like, I just like, it was inevitable. So my question to you is like, like when you guys were getting engaged and like you were getting married, like were you a part of like did you know like it's gonna happen this year? Were those conversations you guys had?
No, and you know what? My partner knows how I feel about our engagement. Our engagement was very I don't want to sound like I'm dragging him. It's not nice, but I love surprises. That's very obvious. I make that very clear. I love surprises. I also love to surprise people.
Yeah.
So my engagement was not some happy-go-lucky fairy tale moment, and then to the point of like even the initial early stages of planning the wedding, like I just blocked that all out. Just because it just so happened to be like surrounded around like family drama at the same time. Yeah. So it definitely took a back burner moment, and so I didn't have like an engagement party or an official engagement announcement. I didn't like the way my partner proposed to me, and I tease him all the time, and I'm like, you should have redone it like 20 times. Like, you should have redone it. But it's fine, because I said yes. But yeah. He's so like shy and awkward, so he didn't even like really officially ask. He like pulled out a ring. We were sitting in the car. It was like my birthday, and I was like, had to pull it out of him. I was like, what is this? What are you doing? Like, I had to drag it out of him. So it wasn't very...
It didn't feel super romantic.
No, it was super awkward. Oh. Super awkward. So I tell him all the time. I tease him about that. But,
well, your renewal nuptial, there's options.
Yeah. Also, I got, like, married 3 times. So I'll take that. Because we had a COVID ceremony because all things were canceled. Yeah. Then we found out we were moving here, so we had the dream wedding, which is what I always wanted, was a backyard wedding with like 20 people.
Cute.
That was my dream wedding. But then my family wanted a big, like my parents specifically, like, your only daughter, we want, and I always wanted a party. I always wanted a small intimate wedding, but like a party of a reception. And so because it was still COVID when we moved away, so I got my perfect dream wedding in my grandma's backyard with like my family. That was happy. Then we did like a little vow renewal type of situation a year later, because the world opened up and COVID was no longer a thing, and so we got to do like the really fun reception, which was my dream. So, but we still tease all the time. We're like, do you want to get married again one more time?
And Albert, being awkward as you say, like, was he comfortable doing the ceremony and the nuptials and everything? Like, was he?
Oh, he was fine with all that.
Yeah,
he was fine
that's good.
He nice. Just, as long as he just had to show up, so he was fine with all that, and party, which was fun. So, like, that's why I'm like, yeah, my engagement wasn't, like, the dream engagement. There was no surprise. Like, no one took photos of it. I didn't have one of those moments of, like, photographers there. But I had, like, 3 really amazing special ceremonies. So, and each one of them was fun. And so, you know, I'm okay with the outcome of that. And I still joke. I'm like, one more time. Should we have one more ceremony? One more wedding event? Because it's, like, I don't know. I have fun at weddings. Whether they're my own or not. I have a question for you.
Sure.
Are you a Selena Gomez stan or are you a Hailey Bieber stan?
Oh, Selena Gomez. Yeah. But I will say...
Wow,
this
really?
whole
You said it so
situation-
easily.
Yeah, I mean, the whole situation, like, I find sad because, like, sometimes, too, like, I'm sure it couldn't be easy for Hailey, for everyone to be, like, so invested in her marriage and to consistently bring up Selena.
Yeah, true.
And, like, so I'm not on Selena's side for the sense of, like, I want Selena and Justin together. That's separate. But, like, when it comes to, like, I guess, like, the feud that there might be, you know what? I'm neither. And the reason is I don't want to add any fuel to a female.
Yeah, I don't
women
like that.
against women,
Yeah, I
because
don't like
I don't
that.
even know if they have anything to do with it at all, and it's just turned into this big thing.
Like, sometimes the fans, the outside people, are even crazier than, like...
Yeah. So, and sorry, I didn't, because I know it's such a phenomenon, like I don't want to say that in a negative way, because I get where you're coming with that. I just also just, yeah, I don't know. Like, I feel like these 2 girls are in a situation where, like, it would be so awkward and so random for them to try to do anything behind the scenes because, like, of Justin, so that, like, it's hard for them to be like, oh my god, girl, like, there's no issues, like, we're fine, like, I'm so sorry you're getting this or whatever. I don't think either one of them is a bad person.
No. No, it's
Yeah.
funny because I used to just be, like, a Hailey Bieber fan. I don't know. I just thought she was so sweet.
Yeah.
But then I started watching
Like
the show on
interviews and
Disney.
stuff?
No. Oh, wow.
Oh, it's Charlotte. Should we
A
bring her on the
phone call.
podcast? I'll call her later. Famous.
Wow, she's back. I'm going to message her and say, you didn't even say you were back. But then I started watching this show called Only Murders in the Building. And
Oh.
it's so funny. It's on
Wait,
Disney.
that's what Selena Gomez.
Selena Gomez.
Yeah.
Selena Gomez,
Is it good?
Steve Martin
I
and Martin
love
Short.
Steve Martin.
First of all, those 2 are hilarious because they've done
Yeah.
movies in the past. Like, their on-screen chemistry is amazing. Like, they play off of each other so well. So it's funny to see them in their older age, but they're still just as funny. And then I forgot how good of an actress Selena Gomez is. So I really enjoyed the show, and then it made me really love her again. So, like, I'm not, like, either or, whatever. If you, like... I don't know, you love who you love, you marry who you marry, and like, some relationships just don't work out, but
Yeah.
it's not like we're out here being like, you broke Selena's heart, now we hate you, Hailey. Like, she didn't do anything. Like, you know what I mean?
She just, like...
She fell in love with a boy.
Yeah. And people, like, that just happen. Like, you just, like, yeah, I don't know. It'd be different if there was, like, some big scandal behind it, like if someone was behind the
I don't know,
scenes
people just
cheating
so
or whatever it is.
sensitive
I
about
don't
relationships that aren't even theirs.
know. I know.
That's not even your relationship. Anywho.
Oh, sorry, I didn't really ask you. Who do you stand?
No, I
It's
was
fine if
saying,
you do stand.
because I was saying I used to really, really like Hailey Bieber,
Oh,
but
yeah.
then after the show, I really remembered how much I love. I
Yeah.
just like them for different reasons.
Yeah, that's fair. I think Hailey has, like, really good style. Like, I think she's got this cool, like...
It's almost
vibe.
effortless.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because it literally is effortless. Remember,
Look
we
at
were
it.
making
There
fun
was
of her
a whole-
makeup
yeah, she's
thing.
like,
Where it's like, 1, 2.
done.
Because it really does feel effortless.
Yeah. So funny.
Anywho, so we're just catching up. What's ahead for you since we're catching up? What do you have planned in the next? Okay, can you believe the year is over in 3 months? It's September 19th. We are filming this on September 19th. Okay.
I'm gonna be 31 soon.
Stop. 30s is great.
I know 30s is great, but like I'm still kind of holding on to 20s. Okay, so
Still.
I know when I was 29, I'm like, don't leave me. No, honestly, only lately I've really been thinking about it. I'm like, okay, 30, like exciting, but I'm like, but then you go to 31 and then 32 and then 33.
The only reason I'm sad to be 31 is because I won't be 30 anymore, and it felt like that was a big decade year,
Yeah.
and now I'm just like, creeping away from 30. But then we can look forward to being 40.
It's true. Then we'll have a podcast rebrand. Yeah, I'm good. I think also though, now I'm hearing so many like young people like, oh my god, you're gonna be 25, like you're so old. Like when
I don't know why young people do that.
But I used to do that, and I'm like,
I know. I guess we did.
Such a dick, Isaiah. like you didn't think about anybody else in the room when you were talking.
I saw something. If I can find it, I'll send it to you. And it was basically about all of these, like, celebrities or just big names in the world, like famous.
Like when they made it.
Yeah, like scientists, artists, actors, and a lot of them were like, oh, turned away 3 times. Oh,
Oprah was a big one.
Lost their job and everything at 27. Oh, rebranded themselves at 72. Like, so this whole like should have it figured out by 30 is not real. We're also in a totally different time where life is 10 times harder.
Yeah.
Before it was like go to school, graduate, go to university, graduate, get married, start your life. But people, the jobs back then were also very, very basic. It was like doctor, teacher, like, you know what I mean? Very, very basic. There's so many new created professions now, and like sometimes you can launch at 18 or you can launch at 40. Like people are restarting and taking courses. I met somebody at a conference this summer, and she just started to take like a computer coding course at like 50 or something. So like age really is nothing but a number. I want to focus on like feeling healthy so that I don't think like, oh, I'm old and creaky and I feel like I'm 60, because I look at my dad who's like almost 60 and probably still gets mistaken for 40 all the time. He's super active, still does a lot of things, and there's a lot of other 60-year-olds I know that live like 75-year-olds.
Well, I mean, I've always surrounded myself with people who are older, so like a lot of my friends right now are like in their 40s. I even have some friends like going into their 50s, and like I'm 30, so like just like I don't mean to say like I even have friends going into their 50s, but that's a 20-year difference in age, which is like significant in the lifestyles that you have and things like that. But I've always gravitated to like people who are older. I don't know if it's because I felt like I had to grow up quite quickly, or because I wasn't always really attached to like that younger youth. So, I mean, but also these are very like energetic, like lively people. Like they're not like, I do definitely think age is, and I know it's so funny to say, but like I know it's a number, and like at the end of the day, like you represent yourself.
Yeah, I think we just give it a lot more weight sometimes than it needs to.
Because it's such a benchmark. You're like, oh, when I'm this age, I have to have this, like you were saying. Like this, for the longest time, I was like, oh, 25, like I'm going to have my kids at 25. Like I'm going to be married by 23.
I for sure thought I would have like 2 5-year-olds by now. I mean, not 2, like unless I had twins, sorry. I for sure thought I would have 2 kids under the age of 5 by now.
Why is 25, like in most people's mind, like in our generation, it's like 25 is when you have kids. Like it's, but
25, I don't even know if I like had enough money to like sustain myself.
Yeah, and like, but it's funny, and I know that benchmark changes, and pretty soon, like, it'll probably push back. We're just not mentally thinking that, because we were always like 25. Yeah. But like,
but now people are like, no, in your 30s is when you can start to think about.
Everyone's freezing their eggs now and thinking of different, and science has gone so far too to make things so much more possible. But I think also generations
a lot of people don't even want kids.
Also, people don't want kids, and that's okay too.
Yeah, so there's just so many things that are just very different.
So different. But remember when people are getting married at like 18 and having their kids at like 18.
My parents were married at 23.
Yeah, very young.
Very young. It was the thing to do. Yeah, it was just that was the normal average age back then. So.
Sorry, so we segued. What am I doing for the rest of the year?
Yeah, How are you enjoying the rest of your 30s?
Good. I'm going to go visit my friend in Mexico. So I'm excited. I'm planning for that. I'm hoping end of month. My job is seasonal, so Chupitos does close, and then I might be moving into Cantina's space. We'll see. But I'm hoping that turns into like a part-time situation so I can focus on the art and then just be free.
Also, the holidays is a great time for you to like take your craft, because I think you should join some holiday festival markets and stuff like that.
We've already got orders for Christmas.
There you go.
Good. So I need to advertise. I need to be like the malls. You can go somewhere and it's like Christmas.
When I see markets, I'm going to let you know. Like, you should do
Yeah,
like, because I think
yeah.
different neighborhoods and stuff like that do
On
little
that
holiday
note,
markets.
Actually, that's a really good point because I should start advertising. So there's an art show I want to do in November, and it's November, and then it's December. So I should bring some Christmas stuff to that market,
Yes.
and then just have like my business set up. and
There
then
you
people
go.
So,
See that?
That's what I'm doing.
That's exciting.
Oh, and I'm thinking of packaging. So as you know, I love branding. Branding's my favorite part of like starting this. So like I've created boxes and stuff, and so I'm looking into getting those made. They're pretty expensive, but also I think in order to get these boxes, you get like, that's why the brand or like the design has to be really good.
You have to buy them in like a large.
Large, so it's gonna be like 250, and I'm like, well, I do like.
You better love it.
How many paintings
for
have I done?
250.
13? Like yeah, but
You can't look at that box and be like 3 months from now and be like, God, I hate it.
I know.
And you have 200 more boxes to use.
And I have to paint that many paintings, so. Well, yeah.
That's exciting then. So you have like a really, you know what, I'm excited for the rest of your 2023. This is going to be great.
I appreciate that. And
So
what about you? What do you have?
I'm traveling 2 times. First of all, I'm going away at Christmas. Have never, as a chef, you never, ever take Christmas off.
Ever.
But now,
Especially not.
I'm not a chef. So I'm enjoying Christmas with my family. We're going to go away to Dominican Republic. And then friends of ours are going.
Have you been? Sorry.
I did a mission trip to Dominican Republic, so I was in the city. So I didn't really do the vacation part of it, but I did really enjoy being there. We were in Santo Domingo, the city, so it was really fun. But I was 15 or 16.
She was a wee one.
So I don't remember much of it, and also we were there for the purpose of like mission work. So it was very fulfilling, but in a very different way. So I'm excited to go on the relaxing side of it. So
On the I thought that was gonna be a
I don't know.
place.
I was
I'm
gonna
like,
say
what?
something, and I don't know why, and I just forgot the word. So, and then a friend of Albert's is going to Dominican in October, and they invited end of October, November, and they invited us. So we're like,
He's a friend of both of yours, I think. At this
they're
point.
friends of both of us. Yeah,
Yeah.
they are now. So we're gonna go then, and I'm just thinking to myself, I have never traveled so much, but I've never had this much of, of my own free time. So I'm excited to use my time to do things that I want to do. So I'm excited to travel this year. And hopefully, I can get myself some holiday hosting business as well, for holiday parties and stuff like that. So that will be fun. So I'm really, really focusing on getting my name out there, and then probably looking into like commissary kitchen space if I do have more orders than I can like sustain at home. Just renting out, part-time, a couple days a week. To
Talking
complete
about the
orders.
holidays is actually getting me so excited.
Yeah.
There's so many
Okay, so I'm excited
opportunities
because
for us.
fall is literally like the official first day of fall is in a
Love
couple days. So I do really love like autumn,
What is your favorite season?
spring, summer, because my birthday's like the end of May. So my favorite season, I thrive in the sun. I love the heat. I love dressing up in the summertime. So that's my ultimate favorite season is the spring, summer, like right in between.
Yeah.
But I do my second favorite season is the Christmas season. Not winter, just the Christmas season. I have been a Christmas girl my entire life.
Christmas
I
girly.
live to bring Christmas joy. Live to bring Christmas joy. I will decorate, bake, do everything. Love to spread Christmas joy because I know for a lot of people it's not a great time.
That's sweet.
And I've just always been so blessed to have an amazing Christmas with my family. So for me, Christmas has always been about like spreading that love and joy and just doing my best to like really make people feel loved and special because a lot of people don't. So I love the Christmas season. That's my favorite. And then I just love the change of season in fall. I love cozy sweaters. I love getting to wear long sleeves and jeans and just cuddly cozy and
So good. And I love
pumpkin
this
spice
stuff.
lattes.
Yes.
But I'm gonna make my own from scratch because every
They
pumpkin
spent
spice.
$9.
A,
I'm
the
like,
price, and B, they put dairy in the pumpkin spice
I know
syrup.
why.
I like. Is that
You do.
necessary? No, I'm gonna make my own.
And I think it's gotten worse over the years.
I haven't had one this
It
year,
used to
so
be so good, or maybe just in my mind I was like,
we're probably just we were just giving
hyping
into
it.
we were just giving into the hype. It probably was never that great. I'm gonna try one just for You know, just for the fun of it.
Point.
Just to see what it really is all about. Because I did love them. But you're right, maybe I was just giving into the hype.
I do love cooking during I like baking during fall. Well, I'm not like a big, like I don't really enjoy cooking, but like I'll put on like a nice little video, I'll watch like some like fall vlogs, and then I'll like, I love the smell.
Playing like jazz music while cooking like a squash recipe.
It's a vibe.
It's a vibe.
Maybe a little.
I want to host. Would you like to come over? You know? Maybe. Okay, I'm gonna host. We'll host a fall dinner.
Please.
We'll host a fall dinner.
I would love that.
Because I still haven't had people over to my house. That's horrible. 2 years.
Well, we saw your park.
Great.
Yeah.
It's not my house.
No.
I spent a lot of time at the park. Like I
Still
love
haven't
there.
even met your dog. That's
That
wild to
too.
me.
2 years of friendship, and you don't even know who I am.
I know.
You don't know how I live.
Don't even.
Wow, we filmed a whole episode.
We did.
And it wasn't that hard.
It wasn't, and we put it back like a whole month. But I'm
Stop.
I am nervous though for our interview because we've not had. Well, we've had one guest. We've had one guest, but we knew her
and that person, yeah,
very well.
Christina was so easy to like film with because we could vibe. We worked with her. We'd already spent that kind of time with her. We
developed that relationship.
Yeah. So having like an outside guest is nerve-wracking.
It is. But we're very excited to share that with you. So actually, just to kind of get you guys excited and hyped for it, we are going to be having a guest on shortly. Her name is Joy. She is an image consultant. So both Sheridan and myself went over to her place. She had a wonderful,
fabulous experience,
stunning space, and she was so lovely.
Yeah.
And she walked us through like our color palettes, so like what colors work best for our features.
But we're not going to talk too much about it because we're going to have a whole podcast about it.
Yes, we will. But anyways, stay tuned if you're interested or curious about fashion, about, you know, elevating
what
your
colors
vibes.
go for you. This brown, as long as it doesn't wash me out, see?
Or stand in front of you. I didn't know
Yeah.
that was even a thing. But that makes
Learned
sense.
a lot, yeah.
Yeah, learned a lot.
Do you see the outfit or do you see the person? My gosh, he's so popular today. I guess we gotta wrap this up because someone's gotta go.
Gotta go. Very busy.
Bye.
Bye.